Incorrect driver, what you gonna do? When an overly critical fellow driver ridicules you. Yeah. Part 2, because there were some news items I forgot. I'm not sure exactly how much video space I have, so I've got to make this quick and strict to the point. Tried to record it this morning, but gallery space wasn't letting it. It's a sure sign that I'm going to have to get a better phone next time around. Birthday, coming up, birthday coming up, need a new phone, thank you. So you were listening to Incorrect Driver. The men and women of law, or the guy of flaw enforcement. If you're messing up on the road, they're going to make you famous, make you infamous. Interspersed with news from our sponsors. A lot of cool things coming up. You know, I've already detailed some of it, but what I forgot to mention, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this, I'm kicking a hole through myself as I speak for forgetting to mention it, is the 2017 Bellingham Comic Con at the Ferndale Events Center going on. You know, I almost never get tickets to the darn thing because, well, I don't mind the lines. In fact, I think the lines is, for me, part of the fun. I mean, you get to see all these people dressed up in different costumes in the line and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, I'm standing in line behind Wonder Woman. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm standing with, what was it, one year I swore I must have seen about 5 or 6, maybe 7 Deadpools running around. I'm like, really? Really? That's pretty freaking cool. I like it. Every Bellingham Comic Con, we make it a tradition. Me and a friend, Jeremy Olson, a friend from college, we hit up the Comic Con, and mostly we just grab up all the freebies for our kids. His son Blake and my son Alita, whoops. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I'm actually kind of mad at myself about that. His son Blake and my daughter Alita, they get the freebies and the buttons and stuff like that, like little My Little Pony comic books and stuff like that. Leftovers from Free Comic Book Day usually. Let me get that out of the way. Well, try to. Okay. Didn't work. Oh well. So driving through the neighborhood here called the Wood Hood, and we get these intersections with stop signs all the way around. So you stop, and then another car pulls up and stops, and then lurches forward, and I'm like, wait, you're not first? You're not first. What are you doing lurching? Or you can wait forever for whoever got there before you. Okay, you could be waiting there forever going, hello, it's your turn to shine. Take the stage, darling, you can do it. And they don't. So then you pull forward going, fine, I'll just go ahead and go forward, and this guy jumps in front of you like, ugh. It's like, oh, really? I waited 25 minutes for you to make your move. I finally got impatient, moved forward, then you decide you found your gas pedal. Oh, wow, what a major discovery. Way to go, Columbus. What's your next amazing move? Still, it's the Wood Hood in Bellingham, and what do you expect? What do you expect? This wall here scares me. Someday somebody's going to hit it. Someday somebody probably already has. Who knows? Who cares? Just a few other news items of the college tip. Let me remind you all that for all intents and purposes on this clip of video, my name is Adam Wednesday, and I am a law enforcement officer. This isn't Dragnet though, but yeah. Anyway, on the college tip, there's a couple of other upcoming college classes taught by the same guy I teach with, Matt Tooney. We, of course, do Ghost to the Pacific Northwest at Whatcom Community College. That's WHATCOM, Whatcom Community College. What is that guy doing? Dude looks like he's trying to dash across the crosswalk. Anyway, a couple of other classes. Lummy one, or no. UFO 101 from Lummy to Samaria Island, or Sumerian times to Lummy Island. Slow down, relax, and enunciate things. Maybe that could be the key. Right. And a Sasquatch class co-taught with local Sasquatch researcher Jason Valenti, so both worth checking out. Google it. If you live in Bellingham and Northwest Washington, these may be the classes that are worth it to you. They're highly affordable and very much fun. Very much fun. And I hope, I swear I'm getting better and better at these each and every time I do them. I took all 3 classes actually, and I co-taught the ghost one, so pretty well read, pretty well educated. I'm feeling smarter already, at least paranormally, cryptozoologically, and extraterrestrially speaking. Meridian. I love me some Meridian. Meridian is like Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Except it really is just the driver equivalent here. Got these people cutting each other off, changing lanes, not changing turn signals and all that. But really my next point that I want to bring up is crosswalks. Crosswalks. Who uses them anymore? You got these people making mad dashes across 3 or 4 lanes of traffic, and there's a crosswalk about 50 feet away from them. 100 feet or 50 feet away from them. I mean, walking distance anyway. Walking distance, that's my point. And yet, no, they choose to go and play live action Frogger and wind up, these people risk losing the game. I'm telling you. Bad enough they're not doing that good at the game of life. They gotta try to ruin somebody else's day by becoming a bumper ornament. Lame sauce. Not working. The Comics Place has an event where they're going to be at the Bellingham Comic Con, the 2017 Comic Con, like they have been every year that I remember going there, as well as Heroes Resource, 103 3rd Street, Linden, Washington, around Front Street area, Old Town Linden as I call it, where the Linden Pioneer Museum is. Linden Pioneer Museum has a lot of stuff going on as well. One of them is volunteer opportunities. If you want to get involved in history, maybe, I'm not sure, but I think it would be an idea for an internship. Mention it to your college, people in charge of your college, and you could have an internship lined up at the Linden Pioneer Museum if you're doing anything history related. That might be the thing. I think it'd be a good idea. And if it is, tell them I sent you. If it isn't, tell them I sent you anyway. Yeah. So this is one hell of a little turn coming up here. It's a very tight, very curvy turn. I'm surprised with the degree of turn that you have to make here. It's not a complete circle. Somehow, this little curve is so darn curvy, it's almost a U-turn. In fact, I think it is. Just about. A curvy little road. And if you don't know the curves, take it slow. Don't let anyone behind you pressure yourself into crashing just so they can get to where they want to go on that, because I doubt any of these guys are going to slow down and stop and say, hey man, are you okay? Sorry about that, I was just being a jerk. I didn't know you would die or something. That's just, wow, that's the first time this happened to me. No, you drive slow as you need to. But here's the other thing, I guess there's some kind of law, some kind of thing. Maybe you can look it up and verify for sure, but if you have a line of cars, about 4 or 5 cars behind you, maybe it's just a courtesy thing, but pull over and let them pass. Just let them pass. Because, I mean, you don't want to drive the rest of your trip to Mount Baker or back with a big line of angry people behind you. It's just like, what fun. Not a lot of fun. I'm the type of driver that tries to lead by example, really. The roundabouts. Everybody loves the roundabouts, right? B to the S to the... This is a concept that started out in Europe and all that. But, you know, I have European friends. Thanks to the internet, people are more connected than ever all around the world, and people in England that I've talked to are not really big fans of the roundabouts. Great system. Let's tout it, right? Works so well over there. Yeah, well, the people I talk to say that it's not really all that many great shakes. What is going on here? Okay. Construction going on without a flagger. Some guy walked out in the middle of the road. I assume that he's going to direct traffic with his bare hands. This is going to work. This isn't just for incorrect drivers. Incorrect drivers, what you going to do when an overly critical YouTube equipped driver comes for you? No, this is so much more. Come on now. Move. Adam Wednesday here, and I'm getting a little irritated with my fellow humans, if you can call them that. This is the drive home, by the way. I did the first one with the drive there, tried to do a second one with a longer route there, but really you don't see that much more because it's dark. So here we have sunset, and literally it earns its name because if you are coming to town at this time of day, you're going to get the sunset right in your eyes. Melt your face off. No kidding. I tell you true. It's pretty brutal. Now in Washington State, the hell? Is that with somebody I know? No. Most of the people I know yell things out in English. Or at least in some language. That was just an incoherent ooh noise. Not into it. Not my thing. This I don't get. Certain times of day we wind up with a little bit of slowed down traffic. Lots of people going on the road at once. Gridlock. Gridlock smash. Gridlock, really. Because it's just, for some reason, everybody decided they want to go to the same places at once. Hey, this is a good idea. Let's all leave at the same time at once and plan to get there before sundown. Right. No, you're all slowed down. Good job. Sheeple. Life in the ant colony. Loving it. This coming up here, we got a couple of intersections that I almost always see probably the most crashes occur at. You know, you drive by and then, you know, it's not a real rare sight to see a couple of vehicles pulled over to the side, pits of glass and plastic and all over the road. It's like, okay, what happened here now? What happened now? Gosh. I don't know. And I don't care. Must have been distracted driving. There's actually laws against distracted driving in Bellingham now. One could try to argue that I myself am doing distracted driving right now with the phone mounted on a mount up ahead of me acting as a dash cam. But really it's no different than having a maps program on your phone directing you to your destination. This is completely hands-free, and it's not like I'm talking to anybody. For all I know, I could be talking to myself until the views on YouTube verify that yes, indeed, there were some people watching this strange video for some reason. Now, green light. I ran into that earlier. I don't know if I caught it on the previous clip or one of the previous clips. The clip that made it on there, the clip that will make it on there. This guy, I don't know who he was. This guy was just sitting there at the green light, and I'm like, hello, are we gonna move forward? He's just sitting there. And I'm like, the light's not gonna change to your ideal shade of green, buddy. You're gonna have to move forward. Find your gas pedal and drive. Actually, no, yeah, I think I missed it. Would have been funny because I read out his license plate. I can't remember it now, but I read out his license plate, and Fasho made him YouTube famous. Yeah, he got off lucky that time. Gallery space was not working for me. In fact, I'm not sure how much room I'll be able to, or how much video I'm going to be able to shoot with this one. So if it cuts off right then, it cuts off then, and that's what happened. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. St. Joseph's back there. I forgot to bring up an interesting story here. Usually I kind of hate the slow drivers. You know, you get these poor old grannies and grandpas driving around with their curly, floofy popcorn hair and Coke bottle glasses, and it's like, what are you doing driving? Where are your children? Shouldn't they be driving you for you? I mean, don't they care? I don't know. But this old couple in front of me was actually driving an old, like, Studebaker type car. It was really friggin' cool. I'm in retro style. I liked it. As far as slow drivers go, I was not irritated in the least. I was at first, but then I was amused, entertained. I liked it. It was cool. Well, this is a kind of an internet intersection type thing I've noticed. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this too. I'm not sure what the meaning behind it is, but people pulling out into the intersection waiting for their turn. Now, I'm kind of by the book. I wait behind the crosswalk for my turn to go. But you get these guys who wait out in the middle of the intersection for their turn. Isn't that dangerous? I mean, you get like, well, what if you get T-boned or something? What if you get crushed? It doesn't seem like a smart move to me. Does not seem like the smartest move to me. I'm not sure what the strategy there is, but we'll see. I don't know. In the news today. This is like one of them Stephen King red lights. You're waiting here so long, you have to swear you have time to read a Stephen King novel while you're waiting for the darn light to turn green. Maybe I'm not taking the best route home. My wife swears by the Bakerview route for getting home in a timely manner, and I was kind of skeptical about it because it just seems like it's longer for some reason. But we took off from the same place. Her and a little Subaru, so there was no speed advantage there. It was a Subaru station wagon. It's not a hot rod. And me and the Jeep Cherokee Rakshasa here, the Barncat TV news vehicle. And I pull up to the house and she's already there. In fact, unloading groceries already, and I'm like, wow, how did you get here so fast ahead of me? I didn't see you at all. Turned out the Bakerview route was all that she had described it to be. Faster. So I ate a little crow. I ate my hat without the benefit of salt and pepper. She was right, I was wrong. It was okay though. I don't mind being wrong. Spent almost 44 years being wrong, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. Let's just say it's not a realistic goal to stop being wrong anytime soon. Now, sometimes when you're going down this road here, one of these lanes turns into a turn only. Oh my gosh, surprise, surprise. Not a lot of people know it though. Not everybody. Every now and then you get somebody who realizes that it's a turn only and freaks out. You get a sense about vehicles though. You get a sense of them. You can almost tell ahead of time that they're in the wrong lane. They don't know it yet, but you know that they're going to change lanes ahead of you. So that's why I try to give them a little bit of space, a little bit of margarine for error, and let them on in. Now every now and then somebody goes where they're intended to go, goes where they intend to go, and there you go. Some of these crosswalks in town befuddle me, and I think that some of these crosswalks in town are trying to kill people. The Northwest Avenue one coming off Birchwood, you get this, you know, they get the same signal to walk the same time you get your green light. It's like, what? You mean the light wants me to pull forward and drive over the pedestrian? I don't get that. Talk about don't go to the light. Don't go when the light is going. Don't go when walk says walk, because that crosswalk's trying to kill that pedestrian, but not on my time. Not on my fender, buddy. Not on my fender. Yeah, just kind of cruising along here. I'm usually cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go. Not really. But I do. I make do. I do the do. Do. I do okay. I'm trying to think of extra news items here to break up the monotony of me just talking about driving. I love the little general stores around this road here. I don't know what's going on with the general stores in town. They all seem to be getting pretty uniform. Very uniform. So, these little country stores in town, I think that's where it's at. I think that is pretty much just the thing. And I like them. Now, I'm about to make a turn here, dude. Don't frickin' tailgate me. Sorry. A little PTSD about driving. I was coming off Marine Drive, about to turn onto Locust, and this wild, crazy nut job of a dude just practically rips the back end off my Dodge Caravan. I was not too happy about that. I really like that vehicle. I'm not really that big on white colored vehicles. I think they're just kind of plain looking. But I had a lot of good memories stored up in that vehicle. A lot of years of reliable service. And this dude comes along and just takes it all away from me. I was not happy. So to this day, it's me versus the incorrect drivers. Drive defensively, people, because any one of these folks could be having a bad day and decide to take it your way. So until then, until next time, if I ever do this format of recording again next time, this has been your host, Adam Wednesday, with Incorrect Drivers and local fun news, calling it a good day, and I will talk to you later.